One of the areas that we are able to help people with is when they're being investigated for a crime or under investigation from the police. There's several rules of thumb to follow when you're being investigated for committing a crime. The first rule is do not ever, under any circumstances, talk to the police about what occurred. Many times, police officers will misconstrue your words. They will write them down in a way that's inconsistent with the way you said it. Police officers have the ability to lie and will lie in order to get you to confess to a crime. So never talk to police about what happened or didn't happen in your case. I have never seen a situation where a person has helped themselves by talking to the police about the allegations they're facing. Secondly, never consent to a search of anything. Don't consent to a search of your person, your house, your car. Typically, when an officer is asking for consent to search, it means they don't have probable cause to search that item. If you give consent, you are given the authority for that officer to do a search. If you don't give consent, they can't arrest you. They can't use it against you. They would have to go to court and convince some type of magistrate or judge that they have probable cause that something illegal is happening in your home or in your car or on your person. So never consent to a search of any part of your property. It's also important to remember never to step outside your home if an officer is interrogating you or asking you questions. An officer cannot come into your home and arrest you without an arrest warrant. Time and time again, I tell clients how important it is not to go outside your home when the officers come to your house. You also have to remember not to invite the officers in. Be firm when you are at the door. Don't open the door for the officer and give them the sign that they're invited into your home. If you are going to talk to the officer, keep your door open, a very small crack, or talk to them through the door. Don't open your door to the officer. It's also important to remember not to talk to anybody about your case other than an attorney. If you talk to your friends or other relatives, those communications are not privileged. That information that you give can be used against you in a court of law. So it's extremely important that you don't talk to anybody about the specifics of your case other than your attorney. One caveat is if an officer asks you if you're willing to submit to a lie detector test, tell them you are willing to do so. Absolutely, be firm about it. But make sure you tell the officer you're only willing to submit to the lie detector if your attorney is present. There can be reasons that your willingness to take a lie detector test can be used to your benefit in court. But again, make sure you're clear that you're only willing to take it if your attorney is present. You definitely want to get an attorney immediately if you're being investigated for a crime. Attorney at Brabazon Law Office can be your communication with law enforcement. We can be your advisor when you're being investigated for a crime. Feel free to give us a call. It's important that you talk to an attorney if you're being investigated for any type of a crime. Too many times we see situations where people come to us after they've already been charged and they didn't seek our advice prior to making the decision to talk to the police or not. Please give us a call. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. Our phone number is 494-1106. Be happy to talk to you about your case. But in no circumstances should you talk to the police. If you do request an attorney, make sure it is clear and concise that you want an attorney. No doubt about it. If you're questioning yourself or questioning whether or not you should get an attorney, that may not be enough. You have to be unequivocal and tell an officer that you want an attorney, and tell them that you want an attorney from Brabazon Law Office.